The only way I can be beat is if you cheat. If you cheat. If you play fair and square, I'm going to win. I mean...
Hey, what up, you guys? Welcome back. It's Barb City where it's litty. Let's go on ahead and get into it. Our first topic is going to be on Mariah Carey. So, as you guys know, a couple of videos ago, we did get into Mariah Carey possibly releasing a new album. I don't have more information on the album, but I do have some information on the single that she is about to put out. So she did put this video right here on her Instagram, and she said, "My new single, Type Dangerous, is out this Friday." And I'm gonna be honest, okay, I did see the comments on the snippet that she put out, and a lot of her fans are not feeling it. But before we get into the comments, I want to say Mariah Carey is a real artist, right? So real artists do what they do because they love music. It doesn't matter how old they are. They're not trying to necessarily chart at the age of 60. They are just doing music because that is what they love to do, you guys. Not just that, but obviously her voice is not going to sound the same. Mariah Carey went hard for years, and like I said, she is almost 60 years old. But anyways, here were some of the comments. "I live for Mariah Carey, but I don't know about the song. Mariah, no. I love you, but no. I don't know. Huge Mariah Carey fan, but I'm not feeling it. Love me some Mariah. Her last album, Caution, was amazing, but I gotta be honest, this might be a miss for me. Love her, but I think I need to hear the whole thing before I say it's a bop because it's sounding a little bubblegum-ish." And one more comment saying her voice just doesn't hit the way it used to. Let me know what you guys think if you guys have heard the snippet. I did see a lot of you guys responding in my last video saying that you guys were Mariah Carey fans and you guys will be supporting. So let me know. And with that, let's move forward into Jada Waya. So also a couple of videos ago, we got into Jada Waya's fans being upset because they had not received their promised pre-orders within the time frame, and it was almost about to hit 9 weeks. Well, Jada Waya has responded to her fans, you guys. I am about to play that clip right now. Hold on.
Here and let y'all know what's going on and why this is happening, how it's happening. So I'm going to just start off by saying thank you to everybody who has ever shopped with Wait a Minute. Y'all know I do not play about my girl, my baby, my second child. And I just cannot or wouldn't have been this far without you guys' support. As you all know, my very first pre-order drop was posted back in March 28th to be exact. And that was indeed my biggest drop. 15,000 orders in the matter of 72 hours. Won't he do it? There's a lot of he say, she say about why did she do pre-orders? Why would she do this? Why would she do that? And strictly did pre-orders just to collect data because for so long I have been limiting myself and my business potential with just ordering the same quantities that I normally order. And of course, we always sell out, but I need to see growth. I need to see elevation with my company. So that's why this process is taking a little longer because for one, the tariffs did affect us. It delayed shipping quite a few, but nothing to be alarmed about because we do have all y'all's inventory. As y'all can tell, I'm gonna insert a clip. All this inventory. All of this is that is all y'all's inventory. So the stuff come palletized, which means it comes in pallets, and everything came, and they have to take all the boxes off and organize them by size, color, quantity, etc. So that process took 1 week just by itself because it is so much inventory. And on top of that, this is a new company that we're working with, which means this is a whole new warehouse, whole new staff, whole new everything. So we're all getting familiar with each other so that you guys can get y'all stuff and everything is seamless, everything is perfect, and there's no mistakes. Now that everything is in our warehouse, everything is organized, everything is put exactly where it needs to be, they're going to begin shipping orders this Monday. No more processing time, straight. You guys should be receiving shipping confirmations and y'all orders should start shipping. Or not should, they will start shipping.
The orders should start shipping. Like, life be lifing. You up here trying to explain yourself to your fans, and right at the end, you're like, your orders should be coming out.
Embarrassing.
It's like, damn, give the girl some grace. Anyway, here were some of the comments that she did get from her fans, you guys. Experiment with your own money, not someone else's.
The way you're, I'm not trying to laugh, y'all know. I'm sure it's not funny, stop laughing.
Another person said, no tea, no shade. But every time I see her, she's making either an excuse or over explaining herself. These likes are crazy. Another person said, Shein is shipping just fine, ma'am. You should have no problems. We already know that it's coming from over there. Girl, they ordered before the tariffs. So the girls had to go on TikTok and vent in order to get a response. Unprofessional. She should have sent out mass emails to everyone that ordered to explain the delays. This is unacceptable. She used that pre-order money to buy the product. That's why it's taking so long. This is what I agree with right here. Even in the video, you can kind of tell that that's exactly what she did, because everything she explained in the video should have already been done when people put the pre-orders in. You see what I'm saying? Two more comments saying, girl, stop. You needed that pre-order funds to purchase the merchandise. Stop it. She's lying. She did that ish to me last year. Let me know if you guys are somebody who ordered from Jada and if you guys are still waiting or not. And let's go on ahead and move forward into all this tea on Halle with DDG. It looks like things are not getting better between them. As you guys can see here, DDG has filed a complaint about Halle. He is asking for sole custody of Halo. So these are the court documents that we are about to get into. And I just want to take note, you guys, this is exactly why I said I'm not choosing sides. First of all, I knew from the beginning that Megan Thee Stallion was a liar, right? But for example, women are not always innocent, and I'm not excusing what DDG has done or is doing or any of that. I don't believe that he is innocent either. But just like Keke Palmer came out and tried to play the complete not taking no accountability for the things that she did to that man, had everybody on her side, and then came out and said, hey, I've actually done this, that, and the third to him as well. So I learned my lesson trying to have Keke's back, and I said in this situation, I was not going to choose sides. And this is exactly why. Not saying it's true, but I do not believe Halle is innocent. We all have heard the stories of how she cusses people out, people like Nail Tex, when she doesn't get what she wants. So I believe that Halle has another side to her, just like Keke Palmer and just like every other woman on this planet. We are not always innocent in every single situation. I just had to say that. But anyway, as you guys can see here, DDG reportedly wants sole custody of Halo, claims Halle isn't mentally healthy enough to take care of the 1-year-old. Also alleges Halle tried to have an abortion behind his back, but she didn't go through with it. The legal drama between Halle Bailey and DDG continues. DDG recently filed an emergency motion to a judge begging him to not let Halle take their 1-year-old son Halo to Italy for her job due to Halle allegedly being mentally unhealthy. In the motion obtained by TMZ, DDG claims Halle possesses an imminent emotional and psychological risk to Halo that he believes will be made worse if she's allowed to take Halo to Italy with her for weeks while she films a movie. DDG claims she isn't mentally healthy enough to care for both herself and Halo while overseas. Not just that, but DDG says during their relationship, DDG claims Halle has exhibited questionable mental behavior on multiple occasions. Once he claims while she was pregnant, she took one of his uns out of his house without his permission, and he found her just standing outside holding it. Then he claims Halle actually tried to have an abortion without his knowledge, but she ultimately decided against it. Then DDG claims a few months ago, or excuse me, a few months after Halo was born, Halle was in a seemingly suicidal state, allegedly texting him a series of alarming text messages threatening to kill herself and suggesting that their infant son, Halo, might also be armed. Not just that, but DDG provided proof that Halle is the one who has been abusive towards him after she claimed he caused her to chip her tooth during an altercation. DDG says that's the opposite of what happened, claiming Halle allegedly lunged at him from the back seat of the car and her momentum caused her to fall and hit the steering wheel. He claims he was harmed during the alleged attack as well, providing a picture of a finger injury. DDG is asking the judge for sole legal and physical custody of Halo. If this is not granted, he wants all custody exchanges handled by a third party. Whew. So, first of all, this is the injury that was reported by DDG directly to the judge, you guys. These pictures are in the court documents. So as you guys can see here, they are even stating that Halle put air tags inside of DDG's vehicles, claims Halle allegedly popped up on DDG while he was at the movies with a female friend, and Halle tried to fight the woman. These are the pictures of the air tags that were found in Halo's diaper bag, and this is what the mom says in the court documents. The first air tag was discovered in June 2023 in DDG's Maybach. DDG called that night stating that petitioner Halle Bailey had shown up uninvited to a movie theater in Beverly Hills where he was attending a film with a female friend. Now, we are about to get into said text messages. I'm going to read straight through them, and we're going to start off with this one. Halle says, "This is proof. You leave me hanging as a mother. You don't step up when I need you to. I'm begging you. I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. I'm going to kill myself tonight. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mom." DDG responded and said, "I can't believe you're acting like this." And Halle says, "You put your D inside of her in Mexico." The next set of text messages, Halle is saying, "Answer the effing phone. Answer the effing phone. I'm going to try one more time. If you don't answer it, it's over. I'm not playing, DDG. That's it." DDG said, "I just want to be left alone. Please." She said, "I'm calling for help. I have a knife. I'm calling for help. But you don't care, do you? Okay." And DDG responded and said, "You have a knife for what?" And then in the next set of messages, Halle is saying, "I just thought we would do what I wanted to do today since it's Mother's Day. But if you really want to go, you can. I'll just go home and pack. Hello?" DDG later responded and said, "If you don't come back here, I'm going to call the police. I don't want you to do something stupid. I'm going to give it 5 minutes. You have a son. I know you took my gun." And then there's a text message that's completely blocked out. And he said, "That gun has no safety." So that is a mother effing trip, right? Anyway, he said, "That's nothing to play around with." And Halle says, "You have ruined me. All of my happiness. You hang up when I'm begging you for help. You're the only help I used to have, and you're so focused on being famous and having money when you don't ever see what you have in front of you. How could you? How could you go to Mexico and be with someone else? How could you openly talk ish about me to all of your family and all of the women that you want to sleep with? You want to ruin me. So, what I want to say about this is I'm not going to judge Halle. I know that she said some crazy, wild things, okay? But let me tell y'all something. When you have your heart broken like that, it is the worst pain that you will ever experience in life. Like, it will make you do and say some crazy, crazy things. And I'm not making excuses, but let me tell you guys something. I used to always say, I would rather break a bone before I have a broken heart. Like, I could pamper my broken bone, I can heal it back, I can see it healing, feel it healing, right? But with your heart, it is not like that. And when you're just in that moment, like in that very moment, you don't know what to do. You literally feel like you want to run through a wall. Like, I have been there. So, I'm not going to judge her. I do feel like she could use some therapy. I do not feel like she would ever hurt Halo. Okay. I feel like Halle is a great mom, a beautiful mom. And I know that there are great moms and beautiful moms that snap literally overnight. It is done every single day. But at the same time, I could tell in those messages that DDG is very narcissistic for real, you guys, because it's like you know that she's crying, you know she's upset, you know what you did, and you're simply making things worse instead of trying to, like, I don't know, I don't get it. But at the same time, we all seen the pictures that DDG provided, right? So we cannot say that Halle is completely innocent in this situation. So I do believe the way that she's been moving recently with her son is out of spite and a little bit of being bitter about the situation. I did not call Halle bitter. Comprehension is key. Let me know what you guys think about that. I wish them well. I hope they can figure this out for Halo, because it's clear that both of his parents love him and he loves both of his parents. Let's move forward into Botsy B and her bed bug. So y'all know Botsy B has been on the internet going off about Offset day in and day out. Well, Offset has been responding. We have been getting into that in a few videos. He did respond to yet another thing that Bachiana had to say. But although we will be getting into that, I also want to clock her tea because she be over here watching Barb City, baby. So I do plan to play a video here shortly that, again, I want to get into because Bachiana be in my mother effing tea, chow. But I want to read what Offset had to say to Bachiana in regards to everything she has said about him on every single platform. So he says, "Stop speaking on me since you over me. LOL, you lying. You mentioned me with another N. I would never. Fact is, you still in love with me. You trying to show the world you're over me and you lying on me to make you have sympathy. You cheated and I told you to file for divorce. If you lie again, I'ma post it. You ain't leave me. You wanted to keep us going. Cap A. At the end of the day, you will regret how you tried to play with me." And I'm just like, Offset, do you know how to construct a paragraph?
Embarrassing.
It's like, child, what did I just read? My damn head hurts.
Wow!
But anyways, I am about to play this clip and then I want to get into something. Check this out.
So many weak ass rap bitches, from the biggest to the lowest. I feel like all they had, because a bitch can't sub me for nothing. A bitch can't talk shit about me for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bad bitch from head to motherfucking toe. Bad bitch from head to toe. I could rap. I do numbers. My kids look cute. I got good jewelry, good cars, property owner. You know what I'm saying? A bitch can diss me or play me in nothing. Bitch can talk about shit about me in nothing. There was all every single time they talk shit about me was because of one thing.
Now, if you're one of my A1 day ones, if you truly be over here on Barb City, if you be catching my lives and things like that, you guys know this is the number one thing that I say about Nicki Minaj. Not only do I say it, but I list things in order, just how Bachiana did in this video, okay? So, for example, when people tried to bring up Kenneth Petty, when Megan Thee Stallion put out the song Hits, right? I said, words verbatim, these people can never shade Nicki Minaj. They can never say anything about Onika Tanya Mirage. They always have to bring up her husband or her brother. They can't call her ugly. She's the baddest female rapper in the game. She looks the youngest and she's literally the prettiest. Her face is natural, okay? She writes her music. She can sing. She can rap. She could sell. She could top the charts. And she's doing all of this 17, 18 years into her career and has not slowed down at all. She's a property owner, a business owner, okay? And not just that, her husband is faithful. And you know what? That brings me to say, Bachiana cannot take what she dishes out.
Clock it. Clock it.
How many times has she thrown shade at Nicki Minaj using her husband?
Are you stupid? Did you really just say that dumbass shit? Did you really just say
that? Okay, let's be very clear. But I'm not going to do too much. I just wanted to clock that mother effing T really quick before we get up out of here. As you guys can see here, Nicki Minaj is showing support to Lil Wayne's Carter 6. So she did post it to her Instagram story. She also posted about his tour. So you guys, I'm not going to lie. I know the whole train situation, but I am going to support. Let me know if you guys are as well. And if you're not, tell me why in the comments and we could talk about it. With that, thank you for enjoying my mother effing blooper rolls. Remember, when in doubt, pull your mother effing blunts out. And until next time, I love you guys so much. Thanks.